Hello, you're welcome back. All right, so still on equation of motion under gravity, we're going to be solving question in this video. All right, so I'll be picking some question. Here I have one on the screen. It goes this way. An object is projected vertically upward if it is thrown with a velocity of 20 meters per second. Evaluate the time it takes to reach the maximum height and the time of flight. Okay, I've done something similar to this. Okay, so the velocity is the initial velocity is 20 meters per second. All right, so you know very well that g is constant, that is 10 meters per second square, and since we are dealing with vertical projection at maximum height, v is equal to 0. So the time to reach that maximum height is what we are looking for. The first equation we do, that's going to be v is equal to u. Remember, I'll use minus gt. Why? Because g is negative. So here I'm having 0 equal to 20 minus 10t. So rearranging my equation, 10t now is going to be equal to 20. So I can get my t now. My t is going to be equal to 20 divided by 10. So which of course is 2 seconds. My t is 2 seconds. So the time of flight is going to be equal to 2t, 2 times the time to reach the maximum height. That is 2 times 2 equal to 4 seconds. Okay, so as simple as that. Let's look at next question. Okay, this one goes this way. A stone is projected vertically upward with a speed of 30 meters per second from the top of a tower of height 50 meters. All right, so as you can see, this particular stone wasn't projected from a ground level. It was projected from top of a tower, and according to the question, the height of the tower is 50 meters. Okay, so this is a tower and the height is 50 meters. And the stone was projected upward, okay, and of course it falls down to the ground level. Okay, so what are we looking for? Neglecting a resistor, determine the maximum height it reaches from the ground. So simple. So we're looking for the maximum height reaches all the way from the ground. How will I get the maximum height? First of all, okay, the maximum height is going to be equal to, I'll get the height of the tower, then plus this, the height, okay, from the tower to the maximum height. Remember now, okay, height from the tower, I use h to represent that. That's vertical projection. Okay, all right, so vertically, you know what happens. According to the question, we are given that the initial speed, okay, the initial speed is 30 meters per second. Don't forget that the final speed, okay, final velocity at the maximum height is always equal to 0. And don't forget that my g is equal to, what's my g? 10 meters per second square. Is a constant. So here now what I'm looking for is h. So which equation do you think goes for this? That is the third equation. Okay, v square is equal to u square, then minus 2gh. All right, so this is gonna be 0 square equal to 30 square minus 2 times 10, then times h. So it's gonna be 0, 30 square is 900 minus 20h. So rearranging the equation, 20h now is gonna be equal to 900. So that way, to get my h, I'm gonna have 900 divided by 20, which of course should give me 45 meters. 45 meters is small letter h. Now remember the height from the ground. Let me use capital letter, okay? The height is gonna be this h, then plus the 50, the height of the tower. So the height from the ground level is going to be h plus height of the tower, which is 50. So h is 45, then plus 50. So when you add that together, you're going to have 95 meter. As easy as that. Okay, so next question. Okay, there's another question here. I'll do justice to it. This one goes this way. A ball is projected from a height of 20 meters. If it is released, at what time will it reach the ground? Okay, so this one is just downward projection all the way down and from the height of 20 meters. Remember that from downward projection, okay, once a ball is released from a height is coming from rest, the initial velocity is equal to 0, right? So since the initial velocity wasn't specified, it simply means that it's coming from 0. All right, so now u is 0. Okay, and what again do we have? We know our g is 10 meter per second square. The h, height of projection, is 20 meter. So we're looking for the time it takes this ball to reach the ground level. Time, question mark. So which equation carries this one to these four parameters? That is the second equation. Remember, h is equal to ut plus, not minus this time. Okay, it's plus because it's downward projection. Okay, ut plus half gt square. So h is going to be equal to u is 0 times the t. That's what I'm looking for. Then plus half. Okay, I've not even put the value of h. Okay, let me put the value of the h at once. That's 20 plus half times g, which is 10, then times t square. That's what I'm looking for, t square. So this is going to be equal to 20 equal to 0 times t is this c0. Okay, half of 10 is 5. I'm having 5t square. So t square now is going to be equal to 20 divided by 5. T square, 20 divided by 5 is actually 4. All right, but remember, I'm looking for t square, not t. So that means t now is going to be equal to the square root of 4, which is 2 seconds. So I hope that's well understood. Forward we move. Next question. A stone projected vertically from the top of a tower with a speed of 4 meters per second. And that question, similar question, this stone also was projected from the top of a tower. So I'm sure that it actually comes from a ground level. Okay, so with a speed of 4 meters per second, lands on the level ground at a horizontal distance of 25 meters. So at a level ground at a range of 25 meters, that's what they mean. So that's what they mean. So a range from this point 25 meters. All right, from the foot of the tower, calculate the height of the tower. So calculate the height of the tower. So I'm looking for the height of this tower. I don't know what it is. Okay, so let me call it h. Okay, So for me to find the height of the tower, remember I need to actually get the height. Okay, let me call this one. Let me call it H. Let me call it H1. Okay, I need to get this height. The maximum height at 10. Okay, let this be H2. So if I can get this height, all right, then I get the height all the way from this point to this point. Okay, the total height, capital letter H. Remember, capital letter H is going to be equal to H1, height of the tower, plus H2, the maximum height from the top of the tower. Okay, so it is easy for me to get H1. To get H1 is simply all I just need to do is just to do. Okay, I gotta find H1 is going to be equal to H minus H2. But okay, first let me get the H2. So how do I get the H2? You know how our parameters, okay? Our parameters still remain U, okay? From, we are told that the initial speed is 4 meters per second. It's upward movement, right? Then of course G is 10, okay? And V at maximum height is 0. So I'm now looking for H2 question mark. So of course you know the question that goes with this. That is the third equation. V square is equal to U square, then minus 2GH2. Alright, so I'm gonna have 0 square is equal to 4 square minus 2 times 10, then H2. 4 square is 16, right? So if I should arrange this equation, okay, H2 is going to be equal to, of course, that's 16 all over 20. Okay, so I think I should get a calculator. I should get a calculator. 16 divided by 20, 0.8. Okay, 0.8 meter. Having gotten that, now I need to get my capital letter H. So now remember, how do I get the capital letter H? The height from this point, from the maximum height to the ground level. First of all, let's say if this ball is actually thrown, okay, from this point where the velocity is equal to 0, that becomes an initial velocity for another movement. Okay, remember, from a height, if a ball is coming vertically downward from a height, all right, okay, please pardon me, all right. So if I need to get this height all the way from here, the capital letter H, all right, the very first thing I need to know, okay, is the fact that at that point G is positive. Still, my parameters G is equal to 10 meters per second. Okay, I'm looking for capital letter H all the way from here, question mark. All right, now the question is, how do I get the initial okay, so the question now is, how do I get the initial? Remember what I told you earlier on, okay, that the range is equal to ut. Range is equal to ut. Okay, and of course range we have already gotten our range, all right, which of course is 25. Okay, so invariably now our range is 25. Okay, I need to actually get the time. Okay, I need to get the time for this object to move all the way from here to here. So I have to find the initial velocity. How do I get that initial velocity? Let's see. Let's see how we get the initial velocity. Okay. Already final velocity here is 0. Using v is equal to u, because I'm looking at it's coming down. Okay, initial velocity. So u equal v is equal to u, then of course plus gt. So this is 0 already. We're looking for this, and this is g, okay, which is 10t. 10t, okay. So that's 10t. So where is my time? Okay, I need to get the time. I need to get the time. Let's get that. Let's get the time. Time from here to here. That is the time to reach the maximum height. Okay, because I'm looking at the initial velocity. I'll start calculating it from here. So time to reach the maximum height. So let's get that. That time to reach the maximum height. Of course, you know very well that v is equal to 0, then plus u, which was 4 meters per second. Okay. Please pardon me. I just messed up everything. Okay. Range is equal to ut. I just messed up everything. U is already given. Range is given. All I just need to get is the time. Okay. So time, simple, is gonna be the range 25 divided by 4. That is just it. Okay. So 25 all over 4. That's 6.25. Please pardon me. So 6.25 is the time it takes this object to move from here to the ground level. Okay, seconds. All right, so now with what I have, 6.25 seconds, okay, I cannot get that height, okay, by applying the formula. That's going to be equal to ut all the way down, then plus half gt square. So h is going to be equal to ut from all these points. Now remember, if I should go from here, the initial velocity being the final velocity is going to be 0. That's 0 times 6.25, then plus half times the g, which is 10, then times 6.25 all square. So let's do that now. So this is going to be equal to 0. Half of 10 is, of course, is 5. So I'm having 5 multiplied by 6.25 square. 6.25 square. So that's 39.065. 39.065. Okay, so this is gonna be times 5. So this is 195.315. 195.315. 195.312. 3125. Okay, I can approximate it to 195.3. Okay, 195, or better still 195 meter. So remember what I told you. For me to get the height of the tower, h1, you're going to be equal to capital letter h minus h2. Minus h2. So this is going to be equal to 195 minus what I had in h2. Okay, h2, what I had is 0.8. So 195 minus 0.8. So that's going to be 194.2. 194.2 meter. All right. So that is it. So we are going to look at more questions in the next video. See you in the next video. Thank you very much.